Perfect. There's your glass. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers for today.
Yeah.
For our second
Conversation.
conversation. We had some fun talking. It's about a week now, I think. Talking about ease. Talking about our journey here.
Yeah.
It's been a good ride. It's kind of to kind of create a sanctuary, which is kind of like it's almost like half ready. So we're starting to kind of connect the pieces. But we worked on this like on the Oasis when we were there for like 10 years too. There's a lot of clearing of old.
Yeah, but that's funny you said that because it literally was like, it's funny because we literally were forced almost to like put the Oasis into like Airbnb functioning workspace like within like less than 2 days. And we cleared out like so much garbage, like just stuff that was like had accumulated as well after like it's like things just seem to just appear when you're
You mean right now? You mean?
this summer.
Yeah.
It was like, what have I been doing here all these years? Have I just been accumulating?
But we kind of had prepared for it still. You always felt for a long time that we should, some years ago you were like, let's do it. You kind of cleaned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the path of awakening the body. There has to be some cleaning of stuff
Yeah.
going on. So it's the same thing, kind of preparing for a retreat place. We kind of prepared for it almost there. And then we even had, like a year ago, kind of people finally staying kind of a retreat. And then we saw that, well, that was
last
just like
year.
in the city,
Yeah.
a little small. We didn't really have room for more people.
Well, especially now that we have a baby, so it was like more like challenging with company.
Yeah. And it was like natural that we kind of need some more bedrooms to fit people in
And beds that like they're comfortable.
Yeah, and space so we can kind of get away from like not everybody needs, the baby can sleep without us,
Yeah.
So now it's starting to feel like that this suddenly like kind of magically appeared. Like almost
Yeah.
like I've been like kind of seeing this happening for like 20 years in a way, maybe more, 25, since I guess I always just saw that America would be a place where people were more like open to it. But I guess now I've been in Norway mostly, and Norwegians are more open to it.
Now Norwegians are opening.
But Norwegians are still kind of a little, the ones that are open, they're still kind of very, more masculine. They're more independent, searching.
Yeah, because I even was
They're
telling my
stubborn,
mom
kinda.
today that we were talking about how going out is just not the same as it used to be before COVID
Yeah.
in America. And it does feel like, yeah, like what's the point of going out? So it literally feels like we live in Norway now. And when we're in Norway, it's more fun to go out. I feel a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. America has kind of become a little bit more Norwegian-y.
America has become so private.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of.
Yeah. Suddenly it feels like I'm living in Norway.
jibber-jabber.
Nobody says hi on the streets.
Yeah, and if they do, it's just like a wave and peace out. Like, don't get
And
too
I always
close.
felt like Norwegians were like so serious when they never said hi, kind of.
I even told my mom, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're on the right side or the left side. It's funny that we all of a sudden became right wing or left wing. Like, whoa, that's like so dramatic. But like, if you think about it, like, it doesn't matter. I was trying to say, like, it doesn't matter what political party you're on. Going out, it's like, if I were to like go out for like to a restaurant, I would just have one beer, that's it, and go home. Like before like COVID, I feel like you would like hang out in public spaces. Now it's like not so much like that. So that's why we're in the sanctuary. We're creating a space for
and there's literally a dove like
chill.
sitting in the tree in front of the house up in there.
Oh yeah, a dove. Oh yeah, he's like
hanging out in there's like a burnt area and a fruitful. It's like yin and
Yeah,
yang.
it literally is
It's like masculine,
a dead.
feminine.
It looks like a totally dead tree, and then a totally alive tree right next to it.
Yeah, and they're like the same tree actually.
It's the same tree,
Yeah,
and it literally is like huge.
yeah.
It literally looks like a whole
And
tree
there's so
dead.
many trees here, so it is
Yeah,
has a little bit the same feel as Norway, where we have a little bit of a little oasis there too,
yeah.
like kind of
A
hidden
lot of
away.
trees,
Yeah, birds and cranes
quieter,
and stuff.
quieter,
Yeah,
more quiet.
but here it actually feels very quiet too. So that's kind of cool that this just magically arose. I mean, it's just like kind of our relationship magically arose too, in a way.
Out of arose out of a red dirt road, and isn't that how God made Adam and Eve through dirt, through dust,
Dust and dirt.
dust and dirt,
Yeah, and
through
the
clay?
dust is like this, a lot of spiritual
I just
stuff in
goodwilled
India.
my shoes from that land too, just because 'cause I'm, like, goodwilling things that I'm like, "I will never wear this, and what am I just holding on this for, like, some weird relic?" Like, I
Yeah, and you were like just about to kind of give away my white robe for
your
that
white all
outfit.
of your it's so much white outfits,
So it's
yeah.
like we're purging the old,
Yeah,
kind of building up towards to
yeah,
like now there is a space, and now we're kind of just opening up the dialogue and letting
yeah.
people get to know us.
Yeah, it's like if it doesn't fit, it does have to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like simplifying. That's
yeah,
what the body is like. We can have so many desires and thoughts, and like we can do everything, and
yeah.
we have so many gifts. We can be good at anything, really. Like so many people, you be like, oh, I could do that, or I could do that.
Yeah,
You realize you have so many skills. Your body's like naturally gifted. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna like want to do all things. So
yeah.
that's when people have hobbies and stuff. You still want to kind of simplify and just
I
kind of,
feel like my work is my hobby.
yeah,
At this point, I don't know how people have spare time for anything more than that, but maybe it's because 'cause I'm a mom now.
right. But being a mom and being a dad, that's like kind of being connected to life. That's like the most direct path towards like honoring life, creating life,
Yeah,
honoring the continuation, seeing
yeah,
life, seeing the magic of life, and
yeah.
and and having a responsibility.
I guess the good thing from most of my life since I started school, I always felt like I should be doing all these other things on top of what I was doing, and that well, then I never really did anything because it was just a bunch of stuff in my head constantly, and now it's like I do go to bed satisfied now, like, I do feel like that's a part of this ease of life journey is that I go to bed being like, "Actually, what I have done is ordered and I obeyed to the best of my ability.
Yeah,
I make a lot of errors, but I go to bed being like, "You know what? I did I did the good work." It's like the good work. It's just like and it doesn't necessarily it's not like some whimsical fantasy. It's like, "No, I literally made a meal for the family. I cleaned the house a little bit more. I did all of the basic necessities for my business to keep it flowing and then try to keep a little contact with some people and then do like, commit to the ease of life and that's I'm at max at there.
yeah. Well, that's kind of like so many people don't really want to be parents these days. They kind of just want to focus on themselves.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when I was focusing on myself, I was
Most people
my
aren't really happy.
attention,
They
I
think they're
was
like,
literally like crazy in my head.
yeah, they're doing all the stuff, but you know, seeing everybody who's just wanting to be on their own path, they just are like kind of they're
Yeah.
still miserable in a way. But
Yeah.
it's a nice idea of freedom.
Mhm.
But then when people really feel like everybody's like, oh, when you're parents, you really find a purpose, kind of.
Yeah.
But then the ease of life is also realizing that just living in itself, no matter whether you have kids or not, or whatever you do, like you suddenly start to, when people talk to me and they start to kind of realize that your life is your purpose, and you
Yeah.
you, you start seeing that you are where you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
and that gradually opening up and coming to retreats and tapping in and
Yeah.
opening the body like we're doing here. You kind of go through these levels of enlightenment, so to speak, but it's actually kind of just starting to see like you're moving towards that purpose behind.
I was just gonna say that because I was like, gosh, am I gonna be in this in between place for all of my life? And maybe I am.
But at the same time, that's where most people actually do feel like it's that's what people don't really
But
believe in enlightenment
I
because
don't
they
feel less anxious or stressed or sad about it.
right
I'm starting to be like, actually, maybe the in between is that
right
it's like the
it is
ease
actually kind of where
over.
ease is kind of,
Yeah,
but that place in between, that's kind of what grows,
yeah.
you know, in
Because
these layers.
I don't I don't have time to. I've never really been a meditator, but I would say that I've always been quite like a quiet, more like quiet kind of person. But like, for example, my life, especially now, is nonstop movement, very little like pause that if I wasn't like just having like a gentle overseeing of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like kind of what you said of when you had your experience where
Out of body.
yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not out of body. That's the funny thing.
No, but it's still like
It's
we
literally
separate ourselves when we go
it's
behind a
like
little bit.
it's going behind, but totally being present.
Right. So it's like the eagle presence kind
It's
of a little
like
bit.
a hot like,
Yeah.
yeah, like a angel or like a hovering over
Right.
so that you can somehow be like, "Whoa, I have so much and there's seemingly so many deadlines and so much is nagging at me and all I wanna do is go to bed," right? Or just like peace out and I'm out, but I can't because I'm doing the good work. So then it's like, okay, it's like somehow you gotta like chill within all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah. So that's where I feel like for me as a mom, like praying has become something,
yeah.
uh, because it's more of just like a tuning in. It's not like I'm praying and but it is like kind of that intention
Yeah.
setting.
I mean, some people are
Where's
be
my
like,
attention?
they reach out and be like, oh, I just focus on that, just daring to enjoy life, daring to
Yeah.
like nourish, daring to honor life. Like
Yeah.
everybody has kind of different mantras in a way, or like prayers or
Yeah.
different stuff at
Yeah.
different times because it is a journey to awaken the body. So it will go through stages, and then you can feel like,
And it
well,
was so funny after 2020 happened, man, it was so funny. I never saw such a funny thing, but 2020 to like 2022, it was like a huge theme, especially in America online, to be like, everyone was dissing like the love and light people and the I pray for you, which I understood totally where they were coming from. But now it's like, gosh, I'm like so honored if somebody prays for me or like sends me good vibes these days.
well, a lot of people kind of did feel like you kind of got people are trying
It
to
was
force
bypassed.
you,
Yeah, or like, I'm praying for you, and they're like, "Nothing's happening. The world's
right?
falling to crap."
And you don't necessarily, you kind of have to dare to receive things
And
too.
it was like a come from a pity place. Now I'm more just like, "Can you if you think about me, can you just literally think, like, just see me, like, kind of, flourishing or something like this? Like, that means the world to me or something." But, like, it's just funny how, like, we've literally gone through such a crazy time. I feel like we're coming out of kind of like, a historic moment of like coming out of like the bomb shelters or something.
Well, it
We're
did feel
coming
like
out of the hell.
going through this path. I kind of went through it kind of alone in a
Yeah,
way,
totally alone.
but it wasn't. I didn't find anyone that kind of actually like awakened the body because it kind of requires a little bit more, you know, solid or like
Slowness.
yeah, and honesty and sovereignty.
Is that where we're heading more? Is like people are gonna have more they have to have a slower life.
Well, you can do many things, but you also will kind of sometimes just want to lay in bed or like just enjoy the
Yeah.
off times as well, not wanting
Yeah.
to fill your days always.
Yeah.
realize the body needs, like, just like when the body gets sick, it needs times to just release.
Yeah.
The body will kind of like guide you, so to speak, when you start tapping into the energy that is kind of like being received, kind of. So,
Yeah.
having going that alone, and then suddenly I realized, like, it also wants to be spread,
Yeah.
but then more people need to be more available or ready for it. But in a way, people were so fine
Yeah.
that, like, I there was a kind of a prayer I felt that was like that the world needed to kind of be shook a little bit.
Oh man, has it been shook?
They need to feel like the body's a little fragile. They need to feel like their emotional fragile, their mind, of all this stuff. So a lot of people have kind of experienced like
Security.
small
Yeah.
awakenings, and
Hmm.
many talk about different stuff. Some people went up, some people went down in different things.
Some people went side to
Some
side,
people lost jobs. Some people,
lost
like,
their
yeah.
minds, lost family, lost friends, lost.
But it has kind of literally shifted the world into a different focus where more people are now ready or
Yeah.
really kind of open to start to go through the body, because even if you had an awakening, you might already be teaching different stuff, or you're doing all different traditions. You
Yeah.
still might be looking for the deeper connections, because there's a connection between these kind of first levels of enlightenment. There's like 4 levels in a way.
Yeah.
So there's most people are kind of partially enlightened.
There's 4 levels and then there's another 4 levels.
Well, there's like in different ways in how you look at it, but
Yeah.
it kind of opens up to the energy body in different ways, and awakens to the
Wait, the energy body, or what did we call it last time? The heaven
the
body?
heaven body.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
the
then kind of the golden
celestial
body, when you
body.
kind of like get that infused in here, kind of
Yeah.
you start. It's like instead of just ascending, you're like descending in. You're kind of doing both, masculine, feminine. You're rising, but also kind of
Here.
coming down and getting roots, and kind of opening up to that the shine, the heavens on earth, really. So,
Yeah.
but to do it, you kind of have to shed the ego, shed these layers of thoughts and ideas of being so independent and alone and all this stuff.
Yeah, the loneliness I feel like has been like this, like I was totally okay with it and now it's like a little bit like, yeah, it is, the world is a little more like lonely.
Yeah. So now, well, that's what the internet now actually, like, you can connect with many different
And
tribes
yet
and stuff.
I feel way more connected to like people who I'm not physically present with much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's funny, we talk about heaven and golden body and stuff, and then the
Yeah, the
sun
sun
starts
is
coming in
really
again.
shining.
It starts to just, yeah,
The sun is shining.
it is kind of like, it's a feeling, it is a connection. And when you start to see that nature and everything around is like responding.
For me, my body is a piece of nature and a piece of heaven. That's, you
Yeah, it
know?
needs both, you
Yeah.
know, because it needs to kind of calibrate. It needs the
Yeah.
yin and the masculine, feminine. It needs the poles for the energy to move through. It's upgrading. It's like kind of light bulb, becoming like from a small light bulb to like a bigger one that
Yeah.
can kind of shine more. But then to shine more, then you also have to dare to,
Plug into the light,
yeah, and dare to just honor.
right? The light bulb has to be plugged in.
Yeah, if you unplug it all the time, it doesn't help that you have gotten a bigger light bulb.
Yeah.
Some people just come to a retreat and they just plug in, and then they just ghost.
Yeah, and then they're like flying.
Yeah, and then they plug in, and then they do some ayahuasca. They do all these
Yeah.
things.
It's so funny because I tell people, oh my God, especially like people who live in like Oslo, like, man, there's this place in Havik, like I've done so many things throughout my lifetime. And I feel like it's the cat meow to just like, all you have to do is go to this place in Havik or go into Patreon just once a week and tune in for like a half hour. And all you have to do is show up. It doesn't matter what you've been through that week. It could have been hell or it could have been heaven or it could have been just whatever. And you just show up and you just lay down, receive, and it's basically like the most laid back, chill meditation. You don't even have to do much, but you do have to be there. And then all of a sudden, like within, time, then you start just evolving and it's literally the biggest and then you do like the retreats, which are like a couple times a year, online or physical, and it's literally like you're like it's almost like too good to be true because our egos are like, I have to do all these things.
Yeah. And then you're also there to reach out and say, ask questions.
Yeah, yeah, or you have to just be committed.
Yeah.
So even when life is going good or life is going bad, because that's the funny thing that I've noticed, it's not about your spiritual path or your religious path or your awakening path or whatever. Like your life is always going to be up and down and in between, right?
Hmm.
So you need to plug into guidance.
Yeah. It's like allowing yourself to be guided in the process.
And you're literally so physically here, and you're not some fairy in the clouds. I think people think that it's a little easier to talk to a fairy in the clouds.
Yeah. That has some fancy kind of,
Some dream, like it's kind of like childish, like how you play with a child. It's cute, but it's yeah,
yeah. And like, people do get attracted to that kind of, oh, do these drugs or listen to these like special philosophies and theories
yeah,
and channelings and all kinds of stuff.
yeah,
It kind of can arouse you, but that,
yeah,
you need kind of, it is kind of the returning to the simplicity of life that truly can make you
yeah.
like walk in life and not just be on cloud nine.
I mean, even now that my relationship with God and Jesus is like becoming way more Christian like or Catholic like, I'm kind of just tuning into that aspect. I don't even know what it is, but in my walk and conversations with God, it's literally like I still need the ease of life more than ever, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason why people need to go to a priest to check in once in a while.
Yeah.
You need to check
It's like
yourself,
when people just
like
kind
a
of go to a
check-in.
Bible, it's like kind of from Christianity to ease.
Christianity is,
It's like
yeah.
kind of like when people just have a Bible and they have all the words,
They have
but
all
they
the
don't have the
words.
connection. It's
Yeah,
like you have to kind of be
the plug.
plugged in, the baptism, the connection,
Christening,
the guidance.
the confirmation,
Yeah.
the revelation, and it's like the revelation. You get the revelation, but then you need the implementation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like how to stay with it and not
yeah,
just because, the spiritual, everybody's in spirituality is so much like, do this, do
like
that, just,
fire,
yeah,
just
just
immediate
hack it.
fire.
It's like a biohacking. Just
Yeah, the
hack this
biohacking.
spiritual
Yeah,
hacking.
it's funny because I did know that like Charlie Kirk he literally was a proud biohacker, which I didn't know that until after his death.
Oh,
But he was like this Christian who was like a crazy biohacker
and biohacking, meaning why?
because he was just like really disciplined with his diet, with his sleep, with his everything was so strict
Mm-hmm.
so that he could because he had so much energy like that's how he got his energy was like from all of these like supplements and sleeping and like not eating things and eating certain things and
Yeah.
very strict.
Yeah. Well, that's why ease is a little like you can suddenly be like almost the opposite, where you don't necessarily do it not too much,
Yeah,
and then you still have a lot of energy, kind of.
I find with the ease of life I kind of go through waves. There's like um it's kind of like growing a garden. There's a lot of kind of
You,
coming and going.
yeah, you can go both to the more strict masculine side or to the complete feminine. But you still need to dance it. It's kind of a
Yeah,
dance in a way.
yeah.
And then when you kind of dare to like commit to the journey, then you will start to kind of discover the journey inside. It's really felt like when
Oh my god, the inside, but then the outside, because you're kind of like this helpful guidance system.
right, and kind of just like sharing, and then when more people sharing about it, then people realize that,
They're not alone.
No, and that actually like the body of everybody is kind of similar in a way. Everybody has
We're
a body.
actually so similar.
Yeah. Everybody wants to be like, no, I'm Norwegian, or I'm
Oh
not
my
American,
gosh,
or like I'm not
yes.
Asian or
What did I
whatever.
tell you yesterday? And I've always been someone who's been like, I want to look different. I want to, everything has to be so unique and different. And I was like, I think it would be really chill to be a, what are those people, the religion in America? Amish. I want to be Amish.
Yeah.
Just want to be Amish.
Well, that's like if you actually look at any tradition, you see some truth in everything, kind of. And
Yeah.
everybody, you see, there's some people who really enjoys anything. So
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong, but then you can actually put some ease into all these things and kind of almost like make it better.
I was really like, I could rock an Amish outfit. And
Yeah.
I feel like me, you and Carolina could look pretty cool. But no one will ever get to see us because we're not online. So that doesn't work.
Well, if they come to a retreat, they will see us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe that's what's
So
the
that's where like kind of tapping in to see it go a little deeper beyond. I mean, that's what we're sharing a little bit here, a
yeah.
little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, we're showing the behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then the retreat is also a little bit behind the scenes because then you just get to tap in different ways,
Yeah. Be
talk a little
fly
bit,
on the
just
wall
yeah, get to
or
see that you know it's like some people be like, oh my, like they see that the other people in the space, like
are evolving
yeah, they're like,
or
ooh, they're getting softer and they're getting more surrendered, they're getting deeper and kind of more
mm,
presence and all these aspects
yeah.
that so then it's um it's easier to see change in others than in yourself.
Yeah. I feel like even in our conversations here, I don't really realize like I'm doing anything's happening until like we're talking. I'm like, oh, actually, whoa, I'm seeing my progress now
Yeah,
from last time we talked.
exactly. So it did feel like this is an energy of the sanctuary we're kind of sharing.
Yeah.
So with people tapping in and I'll upload them both to kind of YouTube, but also to the sanctuary.
Oh my gosh, this is so weird. I literally have flies flying into my
They're
glasses.
feeling you.
That's so weird.
We're kind of uploading to the sanctuary to online, so people can kind of connect in different ways
Yeah, and like
and join in on the way
I've
on the energy of it.
I've always been someone who like actually loves long form content. I like documentary style, long form. I like hearing like a slow, long story and I don't like quick. So I feel like if I was it's not for everyone, but it's obviously for some people.
Yeah. Well, I liked
I feel
when
like you could care less about long form content.
no, and more like sometimes it's fun to like listen to different teachers and just hear like where they are energetically
Yeah.
because everyone has kind of awakened a little bit to their bodies
Yeah.
and then gradually they reveal that. I mean,
Mm,
it's kind of like when my everybody who comes to me, I kind of I read them in a
yeah.
way, and then I kind of help them lift up what part needs to be energized or opened.
Or smash down, cut
But
down.
sometimes yeah, I can sometimes just listen to people talk for like a minute and I'm like, oh, okay,
Boop,
that's where they are. Yeah.
boop.
Yeah. So that I can go very quick, but it is, that's why I like, I can do one-on-ones, but like sometimes having a retreat a few days to just hang out,
Yeah.
it's a little gentler.
Yeah.
So I do like these quick ones.
Or like those wisdom Wednesdays or now what we're doing these renewals. I feel like the renewals are so brilliant because it's these little pockets of communities that want to integrate ease into their life.
Yeah, there's like we're starting to connect with different
Communities.
communities that
Yeah.
wants to have this a renewal once in a while, and we kind
Yeah.
of schedule them different, maybe on Sundays and different when it
I can
fits.
even see these renewals down the road, even in like more kind of corporate environments, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Just there just takes an openness to there to wonder what is this,
Yeah.
because it's not really the words that is the most important. It is that
Yeah.
suddenly, like after listening to, for example, this, and then you like start to, it's something. It's like a nectar here. It's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
golden
Yeah.
feel, like that you might feel energized for a while, and then you might come back and there's a connection that I point to and that I bring, that kind of, yeah, people be like, oh, why are we talking today, or why are we having a session, why are we retreat, and then they're like, oh, and then they just feel their body wake up, and stuff wake up that in a new way, and then they're like, oh, wow, good, kind of thing.
Mm. Well, good. I'm done with my
Yeah,
drink.
I
I feel
think
like we wrap these up when I'm done with my drink.
I feel like it.
It's like the time I was
And it's
drinking.
I was like, we don't have a time, we just have
I had
we
opened
have
up
a
all
glass.
these kombuchas because we are doing a new brand. So I was like, I have this kombucha.
Yeah,
I need to drink it
yeah.
before it goes bad.
Well, great. That's like kind of like how to tap in. It's like people, when they listen to this on YouTube, if they want to tap in more, just come
Like
on.
kind of like or comment or share and let
Yeah,
us
or
know.
join like the Stardust, which
The
is
Stardust on Patreon.
yeah,
I feel
it's
like
just the first level
I
on Patreon.
because it's just like
It's a way of kind of
yeah,
connecting a little
even
bit, like put your energy into
it's a
it.
way of
Something.
supporting the ministry.
Yeah.
We're really starting a ministry.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, great. I think it feels like we're about the same time as last time, and we're
Cool.
starting to kind of wrap out.
I don't wear a watch. I don't know. But
No,
I
I
just
think
follow
I
the
see it.
drink.
Yeah, I see it about the same time on the thingy, and I see there's more people watching these, so it seems like yeah. And if people want to reach out or have like interviews or different stuff, like that's also a reach out and ask, and we will have a conversation about it.
Conversations of ease.
Yeah, conversations of ease.
Hang out, put your feet on the ground and chill.
Exactly.
You don't need to come knowing anything.
Exactly.
I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about here.
It's just about daring to kind of be vulnerable and not knowing.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you will be surprised.
Yeah.
So most people have kind of been like, come in through like word of mouth. Somebody's like, you need to come there, and then they're like,
what am I doing here?
Yeah, what am I doing here? And then I'm like, oh, it's hard to understand with the words. It's just more like a connection. So anyway,
a continual life support.
Yes.
To fuel up that tank.
Yeah.
All right, shall we glow in and close this puppy out?
See you guys next time.